Always there when only Eagle is there, Sony caught us by surprise, announcing this RX1r Mark III that was awaited for years, and finally we have it. So let's see together all the specs and the news and how it is likely to be the successor of the latest version, but also a good competitor to the Leica Q3. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thomas Love here from One Lens Only, and today I'm enjoying south of France because I needed some time off, and so I'm here refreshing because there was nothing new at the horizon. Not even Sony Alpha Rumors got this news before the announcement, but of course they have Alpha Rumors where this camera is not an Alpha. I'm referring to the Sony RX1r Mark III, which is beautiful and compact and packed with features. But let's see together what are the new news and what are the old news and what is still lacking out of this new release. So first things first, confirmed, because my fear was that they would have substituted this beautiful Zeiss glass. I'm referring to the 35mm f2 that was also on the predecessor, but it has been confirmed. So probably I thought they would have put a G master glass, so I thought maybe way too sharp, maybe too clinical, but they kept the Zeiss. So great thing, guys, 35mm f2, and it also has macro capabilities, which is something that I really appreciated out of my Leica Q2, and so I see it in the Sony. Perfect, guys, perfect glass. And the new thing is that the body is new. They have the wheels that are paired and lined with the top, so they protrude backwards, so you can only manage them from the back, rotating these wheels. I still have to have it in my hands. As you know, I have big hands, so let's see how compact it is and if I can manage properly. And then they added the EVF top left corner, same thing as in my A7C Mark II, which I'm using right now to record this episode. And so out of the A7C Mark II, they had the same EVF top left corner, the same AI chip for recognition of animals, birds, animals, human, trains, whatever. Now, just to show you how good this AI chip is, I gave it a try and I set it on birds and I set it on 120 frames per second, and I set it for complete frame autofocusing with the phase detect, because I normally use the zone or the expand, but here I want to have the full framing recognizing birds. And so we said only were eagles there. Here we don't have any eagles because we are in south of France. We have sparrows and we have swallows, which are even harder to identify and to focus on because they are oh so tiny and oh so fast. They just go zipping, and so I saw a few ones coming towards my direction, and I wanted to show you this AI chip. We can eventually recognize birds providing you give them the whole area to work on and not just a central spot or the expand spot. I wanted to show you how good it is, this AI chip that you will have anyway in the RX1r Mark III. So it's the same technology in a smaller, more compact body. Probably they didn't give us enough frames per second, and not even for video recording, to avoid overheating. So I have plenty of questions. I will be more than happy to try it out and to test it. And the brand new processor, which is the XR version, I don't know how fast that is compared to mine, but I have to say, if it's the latest release, probably it is enough. And they added this 61 megapixel sensor. Now, back then in the days, they needed the Zeiss glass because the sensor was a bit greenish, especially with skin tones, while the new releases are optimized and are great. So this 61 megapixel will allow you to shoot 35mm or eventually digitally crop in to 50 and to 70mm still f2. So this is quite a versatile camera. For the video part, it only records 4K 30 or 120p in HD. The great luck that this camera has is that it does not have any IBIS, and so the first is that the sensor is not stuck. You might need it, you might not need it, according to how many frames per second you want to shoot. Probably not so many, because it's just an EDC camera, despite it's a luxury EDC due to the price. The background noise you're hearing, if you hear it, are cicadas, and so I'm here enjoying in these pine trees. It's beautiful. But anyway, it's a luxury EDC. You can always have it with you because it's lighter than 500 grams. You have 61 megapixels that allow you to crop in 35 mil, 50 mil, 70 mil, but it does not have any stabe. So the only digital stabilization you have, it's digital, meaning it's a crop, meaning it's the same solution they use in cheapest camera like the ZV E1 or this kind of stuff. They added it to my camera as well, and I have to say it's more than enough if you are casually recording videos on the go. Of course, it's not enough if you want to vlog with it, but also vlogging with a 35 mil plus the additional crop from the digital stabe, that would not be possible. It would be way too tight, something like that. I'll show you. This is a 35 mil plus digital crop. It's way too close on the face of the people, so it's not good enough for vlogging. And now, just to show you what it means having a digital stabe. This is the dynamic active, but here I also have IBIS. As you can see, I'm walking with my flip-flops, so it's not a catwalk. I'm not paying particular attention to the way I'm walking, and just paying attention to not being hit by a car, because still there are cars coming. It's early in the morning and people are joining us in this beautiful beach that I will show you in a while. And as you can see, I'm just casually walking, and with the dynamic active stabe paired to the IBIS, it's still not perfect. I mean, Panasonic does a much better job. It means that you would eventually need a gimbal, but if you go for an EDC, you don't want to have any additional stuff to take care of, to babysit, and to recharge their batteries. You just want to have it, take it, and go. All right, so we keep going here. They made this thing, reminds me of the Caribe, when you have a hut directly on the beach. We will get past it and I will show you eventually where we are heading to. I'm still using my dynamic active stabe. It might be that I need to process it a bit more. Let's see. It's still 60p, and as you can see, well, I have to say the floor, the ground is not even, of course, so this is why I'm wobbling all the time. Let's see if I am able to show you without clipping the highlights. You might have a glance of it. And here we are. It's eventually reacquiring focus. This is it. So even for panning, as you can see, the active stabe, it might be good enough. Apart from that, guys, we have a great sensor, we have a great processor, we have a great glass. Only minus is the price, $7,900. That put it in a ballpark which is even higher than Leica's, because right now you can buy the Q3 for $6,700 and the Q3 43, which is the latest release, for $7,200. So $7,900. I would wait just a few months to see if a few offers become available, because yes, it's an EDC, meaning you're not working with it, and if you're not working with it, the camera is not paying back by itself with the job that you are delivering, because how many shots you will have to sell to get the images to get those $7,900 back. This said, I would love to try it. I would love to see the capacity of the battery, how many shots can it hold for, and if this digital stabe is enough for videos. Of course, for photos you might not need it, because unless you are doing any night photography, when you go lower than 1/60th of a second with your shutter speed, there was when the Leica Q2 would activate the optical stabe that I had in the glass, so it was not an IBIS, it was an OIS. That was more than enough for stills. Still, for videos it might be a bit limiting. So let's see if the usual suspects have it in their hands already, and if they're trying it, and what do they say about it for street photography, for travel photography, for family photography. I guess that if you want to spend that much money and keep it for life, you will not be wrong. Of course, with that much money it opens up a plethora of alternatives, Leica in primis, Panasonic if you want to go on the cheap side, but still having the same technology, the same stabe, the same phase detect, and the same good glasses that Panasonic can offer you. So as you can see, there are plenty of competitors. Even my A7C Mark II, it's not so big. It would do for an EDC use. Just pick up the glass that you want to have. Right now I'm using the Sigma 45mm f2.8 because I'm traveling and I want to be as compact and as lightweight as possible, and I'm only taking with me a smaller, chunkier, wobbly tripod, but it does its job. So guys, there are plenty of alternatives, and as we always say, photography is a compromise. So you compromise on specs, or you compromise on size, or you compromise on price. Pick up the one that you prefer. Please let me know down here in the comments if you were waiting for this camera release. I was waiting for it, but I was just curious to see what they would have put all together in this tiny package and for how much. And with that, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please remember to like it, share it on your social media, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any videos to come, and I guess I will see you later. Thank you. Bye bye.